everybody.
Nice.
It's for everybody, right?
Okay.
All right. So Carmen is a simple woman, and I simply love her.
Melvin, be quiet.
Our first date was simple: shopping for Halloween costumes and bowling. We had a great time bowling, and even though we didn't buy any costumes, I was sold on her baby blue eyes that I fell in love with immediately. I love how she sits and simply reads in the evening, a sharp contrast for my need for constant movement, a balance that I believe God gave us. One of the things I adore Carmen for is her love for kids. Watching her work with her kids in her program, or watching her do things with Trinity, Hermione, and Tamara, like the time she taught them how to make pillows. I lost where I was. The time she taught them how to make simple pillows for themselves. These are a few simple things Carmen has done, and a few reasons why I've fallen in love with her. I feel truly blessed that we have been brought together to start a new life that will, without a doubt, will be exactly what God has intended for us, full of fun, love, and appreciation.
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you so much for being here. It really means a lot to me and David. And
you two are so cute.
Yeah, I know. You got it, Louie. Hold it together, babe.
And
This is gonna be a cute
and a very special thank you to Eileen
Down, that's
for
the
opening her home to us.
Down.
And I really appreciate that very much, Eileen. And I needed to mention too that I wouldn't be the person that I am without my mom and my family. So thank you, Mom. My mom's always like, she's taught me very much about unconditional love and grace and, you know, being the woman that I am. And so I'm just very grateful to you, Mom. Okay. Alright, a little less than 2 years ago, I was a guest at my dear friend Alex's wedding. And this is where I met David. And when Alex told me that he asked for my phone number, I told her I wasn't sure. I mean, he was this tall and skinny guy, and I was afraid it was just going to be one overexcited hug by me, and that was going to be the end of it. But then we started talking on the phone for hours, and by the end of our first date, I knew that he would be the person that I wanted to share the rest of my life with. I've always been a romantic at heart, ever hopeful to meet the one, and I knew very early on that David would be my husband. Not only because we share similar values and the way that we see the world, but he has taught me that I can be loved for being myself, and has made me the happiest I've been and makes me want to be the best that I can be. So, to my dearest loved ones, I thank you for being here on the happiest day of my life. And to David, I say thank you for choosing me. I will spend the rest of our lives showing you how right you were. Salud.
Salud.
So we invite you to come in and let's eat.
Hi. Who are you?
I'm Tamara.
I'm Alex.
We were fortunate enough to have been asked to toast or roast Carmen on her special date with David.
Oh, I like that roast part.
This did not come easy for us, but we hope you enjoy and know how much we really love our Tia Lou. This past school year, Carmen introduced the Teen Time Kids to poetry. One type of poem that was popular with the students was the acrostic format. Alex and I have put together an acrostic poem for Carmen.
Aww. That's so nice.
C. Besides just Carmen, she is someone who is completely cool, calm, and collected most of the time. How about creative? I am sure you have all seen and or heard of the things that she's done for the kids at the library, and that, my friends, takes being creative to a whole other level. In the end, we all know that C stands for Carmen, the Cubana who loves her family, her friends, and is crazy in love with her new husband, David.
A, I just got really nervous. I'm sorry. So I passed out.
Deep breath, hon. There you go.
Okay. A, Carmen is an amazing friend who always has my back. She introduced me to the world of teens and is absolutely awesome at her job. I'm sorry. A is also for altruistic. Carmen is constantly looking for ways to help people and make them feel good about themselves. But most importantly, Carmen is an amazing partner for David.
R. This was a hard one, but I was able to come up with a few things. Radical. I had to throw that in because anyone who knows Carmen knows that she loves all things 80s. And she can be pretty radical herself at times. She is resilient, and of course, she is romantic. Carmenita is the most romantic person I know. She would rather watch The Notebook versus The Avengers, but I'll let that go. She wears her heart on her sleeve. She loves being in love, and she is so in love with me.
Aww. You're lucky.
Okay.
You blame him?
M, the letter M. Carmen is manicured. She is always looking fantastic. Her hair, nails, makeup, and clothes all come together. M is also for modest. Carmen is never showy about her talents and natural gifts. And let's not forget about her magnetic personality. She brings her positive attitude with her wherever she goes.
E is for ecstatic. All of us were elated to hear Carmen's enthusiastic tales of love since the beginning of her time with David. We are all excited for Carmen and David on their new adventures in marriage.
And N is for, Carmen is never afraid to speak her mind about a matter, and she never hesitates to brag about her man David. She is a nice person who is notorious for making people smile.
We love you, Carmen!
I also am not a speaker, but I wrote a few words down because David asked me to say something. I don't know why. I have no idea. But I have a dream. Oh, hold on. Sorry, that was another. My bad. That was for somebody else. You can't handle the truth. Again, that was for someone else. But in that speech that Jack Nicholson gave in A Few Good Men, he had some words that are included in the 6 words that I try to live by and that were passed on to me. I will pass them on to you too, and hopefully you will use some of them. They are trust, which is a confident reliance on the integrity, honesty, or justice of another. Loyalty, the state, quality, or fact of being loyal. Honor, a high regard, respect, esteem, glory, fame, credit. Respect, a positive feeling of esteem or difference for a person or other entity. Truth is simply fact. And last, but one of the most important, is love. A deep devotion or affection for another. There is a 7th word, but we're in mixed, smaller company that I can't use here. It has the same letters as 6, except for we changed the middle vowel, and that's also important. I will share that with you later, guys, in private. If you can follow these, you should have a long and happy married time together. But if you should run into a problem or something just can't handle, I do have some other advice Let's just pull down your pants and slide on the ice. Love you guys.
Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I am home again. Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I am whole again.
Kiss one more time, kiss one more time.
Hold it.
Applause.
Okay.
All right, please help yourself to some cupcakes.